Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity.
Now, Netflix just pulled off the kind of move that makes the whole internet go, ain't no way. You thought the first clapback was wild? Nah, this right here is Netflix saying, we told you not to play with us, but since you insist, here's round two. So remember how Diddy threw that billion-dollar lawsuit hoping to scare Netflix into silence? Well, instead of backing down, Netflix just turned that lawsuit into a blockbuster sequel, and they're dropping new receipts like they in post-production with a vengeance. Now, word on the street is Netflix didn't just defend themselves, they doubled down. Reports say they just filed a motion revealing more behind-the-scenes evidence, emails, call logs, and extended footage that never even made the final cut. And if that's true, Diddy's about to wish he stayed quiet, because Netflix looks ready to drag this into the light with surround sound. Now here's where it gets crazier. Insiders are saying Netflix has a vault. I'm talking hours of raw footage, unedited interviews, and corroborated testimony, stuff that never saw daylight because it was too sensitive for part one. But now that Diddy made it legal, that vault might be opening, and if they unleash that, it's over. Now, think about this. Diddy tried to protect his name by suing Netflix, and now that lawsuit might force Netflix to release even more damaging evidence in open court. That's not a counterattack, that's a self-destruct button. And Netflix knows exactly what they're doing. They're not fighting angry, they're fighting strategic. They filed their response with the calmness of a company that's already 3 steps ahead. They said every single thing we aired was based on verifiable sources, then added, if you want discovery, we'll show the court everything. Translation, you sure you want to go there, sir? Now, this is where the power dynamic really flipped. Diddy used to be the one people feared, the mogul, the gatekeeper. But Netflix, they don't answer to the industry. They are the industry now. They've been sued by politicians, entire governments, royalty, and still keep streaming like nothing happened. To them, Diddy's lawsuit is just another show on the playlist. And let's be honest, this whole move from Diddy is starting to look like panic in a tailored suit, because while he's busy fighting Netflix, new reports, new witnesses, and new lawsuits keep surfacing. It's like every time he tries to bury the story, another shovel hits the dirt. Now here's the biggest twist. Sources inside Hollywood say Netflix isn't just defending the documentary, they're expanding it. They already approved a follow-up special focused on the fallout. That's right, Netflix is turning Diddy's lawsuit into content. You can't make this up. They're talking extended interviews, expert panels, and maybe even new voices coming forward. Because let's be real, controversy is currency, and Netflix just got paid in exposure. Now, let's call it what it is. This lawsuit has become a PR nightmare turned marketing miracle. Diddy's billion-dollar flex gave Netflix billions in free publicity. The hashtags, the commentary, the reaction videos, all feeding the beast, and Netflix doesn't need to lift a finger. Even worse for Diddy, public opinion is locking in. Regular people see this and go, if you're innocent, why keep suing? That perception is deadly, because once the internet labels you guilty, no courtroom can save your name. And now behind the scenes, other streaming platforms, Hulu, Amazon, Tubi, even YouTube, they're all watching Netflix's playbook. If Netflix wins this clean, expect a wave of new exposés. The floodgates open. Nobody's scared of Diddy anymore. The myth of untouchable, done. And that's the real danger. It's not the documentary, it's not Netflix, it's that the fear around Diddy is evaporating. Once that's gone, he can't silence the narrative anymore. You can't intimidate a whole generation that grew up on receipts. Now, don't get it twisted. Netflix is petty in 4K. Behind closed doors, people say they're already planning the rollout. International promos, bonus scenes, even a making of doc about the lawsuit itself. That's Netflix's way of saying, you wanted attention, we're gonna give you a show. So, to sum it up, Diddy tried to kill the story, Netflix turned it into a franchise. He wanted silence, Netflix gave him surround sound. And now the question isn't whether Diddy can win the lawsuit, it's whether he can survive the sequel. So, y'all tell me, does this feel like Netflix being petty or Netflix being genius? Did Diddy just hand them the greatest marketing weapon they could ever ask for? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe, because this story right here, it's far from over.